how the food you eat affects your gut and your whole life. Welcome to Living Well Daily. If you've ever wondered how something as simple as your lunch could affect your energy, your mood, even your long-term health, you're in the right place. Because what you eat isn't just fuel, it's a message to your gut. Today, we're uncovering how the food on your plate shapes the microscopic world inside you, your gut microbiome, and how that world, in turn, affects everything from digestion to immunity, mental clarity to disease prevention. What if changing your diet could change your life? Stay tuned, because your next bite might mean more than you think. Chapter 1. Meet your inner ecosystem. Let's begin our journey where life begins for every bite of food you've ever taken. The gut. But your gut isn't just a tunnel of digestion. It's more like a thriving rainforest, dense, dynamic, and filled with life. Trillions of microorganisms, more than the stars in the galaxy, call it home. These bacteria, fungi, and viruses aren't freeloaders. They're workers, builders, and sometimes warriors. This living colony inside you is known as the gut microbiome. Scientists now believe it may be as vital to your health as your brain or heart. In fact, the microbiome contains so many genes that it's sometimes referred to as a second genome. Think about that. Your body runs on both human DNA and microbial DNA. You're essentially part human, part bacteria. Some of these microbes help break down food that your stomach alone couldn't handle. Others create nutrients like vitamin K and B vitamins. Some regulate your immune system, while others fight off invaders like harmful bacteria or viruses. And the most fascinating part? They communicate with your brain using chemical messengers. This is why your gut is often called your second brain. Have you ever felt a pit in your stomach when you're nervous? Or had butterflies before a big event? That's not just a feeling, it's gut-brain talk. There's a real, biological highway between your digestive tract and your mind, called the vagus nerve. And traffic runs both ways. Here's a fun way to think about it. If your brain is the CEO, then your gut is the COO, quietly managing operations, keeping things running behind the scenes, and alerting headquarters when something goes wrong. Recent discoveries also point to the microbiome's role in regulating our metabolism, weight, and even our susceptibility to allergies and infections. Researchers are still uncovering its full influence, but one thing is clear. This is no passive organ. It's a partner in nearly everything your body does. Still with me? Great, because the next piece will make you rethink your relationship with food entirely. Chapter 2. The rise and fall of a healthy microbiome. But here's where it gets even more fascinating. The gut microbiome isn't static. It evolves with you, based on what you eat, where you live, the stress you carry, even how you were born. Like a coral reef reacting to tides and storms, your internal ecosystem is constantly changing, for better or worse. A healthy gut looks like a well-run city, diverse, interconnected, resilient. But modern life? It's like dropping a bulldozer into that ecosystem. Processed foods, antibiotics, pollution, lack of sleep, they're all threats to your microbial harmony. Let's travel back to that study we touched on earlier. Scientists compared two groups, rural South Africans, eating traditional, plant-based diets rich in fiber, and African Americans, eating a more westernized, high-fat, low-fiber diet. Then they swapped diets. Just 2 weeks later, inflammation markers spiked in the South African group that had adopted the Western diet, while the American group, now eating fiber-rich meals, showed increased levels of butyrate, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound produced by fiber-digesting microbes. 2 weeks. That's all it took to tilt the balance. This shows us how incredibly responsive and vulnerable your gut really is. Feed it well, and it rewards you with protection and vitality. Starve it of what it needs, and it begins to crumble. Research also reveals that early life factors, such as being born via C-section, lack of breastfeeding, and overuse of antibiotics in childhood, can affect long-term microbiome development. That means some imbalances begin early, but they can still be adjusted through lifestyle and nutrition later in life. So, what does this mean for you? Sitting at your kitchen table? Let's break it down, because knowledge without action won't nourish your microbiome. Chapter 3. What your gut wants and what it loathes. Here's the deal, your gut microbes aren't picky eaters, but they are purposeful. They love fiber, especially the kind found in fruits, vegetables, nuts, legumes, and whole grains. Think of fiber as slow-burning fuel for your inner ecosystem. When your gut bacteria digest it, they create short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, acetate, and propionate. These aren't just metabolic byproducts, they're anti-inflammatory allies and immunity boosters. On the flip side, processed foods are like junk mail for your gut. They're flashy, fast, and devoid of real substance. Instead of fueling growth, they starve your good microbes and let harmful ones sneak in. Add in artificial sweeteners, like aspartame and sucralose, and you've got a cocktail of confusion for your gut's communication system. Here's a practical tip. Next time you're at the store, imagine shopping for your microbes. They don't want chips and soda, they want apples, oats, spinach, lentils, and color, lots of it. Want to help your microbiome thrive? Shop for color. If your plate looks like a painter's palette, your gut will applaud. And remember, food is information. What you eat tells your microbes how to behave. Some researchers are even exploring personalized nutrition plans based on microbiome testing, showing how certain people may respond better to specific types of fiber or food combinations than others. The future of food might just be written in your gut. Chapter 4. The Fermented Frontier. Let's get ancient for a second. Long before we had refrigerators, fermentation was the go-to preservation method. But in the process, it created something more, living foods rich in beneficial bacteria. These are your probiotics, microscopic reinforcements that help restore order in your internal community. Foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, tempeh, kefir, miso, and kombucha aren't just flavorful, they're functional. But not all fermented foods are created equal. Look for labels that say live and active cultures, and avoid sugary yogurts disguised as dessert. Here's a challenge for you. Pick one fermented food this week and make it part of your daily ritual. Small habit, big ripple effect. Pro tip, start with small servings. A tablespoon of kimchi or half a cup of kefir can go a long way in waking up your gut's good guys. And for those interested in science, recent studies show that regular consumption of fermented foods can improve heart rate variability, reduce markers of inflammation, and even enhance mood through the gut-brain axis. Ancient wisdom, now backed by modern evidence. Chapter 5. Story time, the man who healed through his gut. Let me introduce you to Chris. He was 38, tired, bloated, and frustrated. He lived on energy drinks, takeout, and stress. His doctor prescribed pills, but the fog never lifted. Then Chris watched a documentary about the gut microbiome and everything clicked. He didn't go on a crash diet. He started slow, morning walks, fermented foods, leafy greens. He planted herbs, brewed kombucha, and replaced chips with almonds. 6 months later, Chris wasn't just lighter, he was brighter. His mood stabilized, his digestion improved, his energy returned. Lab tests confirmed what he felt, a healthier, more diverse gut. Chris's story isn't unique. It's just untold. Maybe yours is next. Remember, change doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. One gut happy meal at a time can rewrite your story. Studies like the American Gut Project show that people who eat 30-plus plant-based foods per week tend to have significantly more diverse gut microbiomes than those with limited diets. It's not about perfection, it's about variety and consistency. Chapter 6. Mind-Gut Connection, where emotions are digested. Here's something most people don't realize. Your gut talks to your brain constantly. It produces neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. It influences your mood, sleep, and memory. In fact, over 90% of serotonin, the feel-good chemical, is produced in your gut. So if you're feeling off, foggy, anxious, or low, it might not be in your head. It could be in your gut. Multiple studies now show that a balanced microbiome can reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression. Even simple habits, like eating probiotic-rich foods, avoiding excess sugar, getting enough sleep, and practicing mindfulness, can reset this communication. Here's something to try. Before reaching for a screen or snack, pause. Ask yourself, What am I feeling? And what might my gut be asking for right now? And did you know? Specific strains like Lactobacillus rhamnosus and Bifidobacterium longum have been shown to reduce stress responses in human trials. We're entering a new era of psychobiotics, gut-focused strategies for mental health support. Your gut isn't just digesting your food, it's digesting your emotions too. Chapter 7. Building a gut-friendly life. Now that you've explored the science, the stories, and the silent conversations inside you, it's time to take action. And the truth is, you don't need a PhD or a personal chef to build a thriving microbiome. What you need is consistency, curiosity, and a little love for your second brain. Here are simple, powerful shifts you can make starting today. Eat the rainbow. The more colors you eat, the more diverse your gut community becomes. Red cabbage, orange carrots, green kale, purple berries paint your plate with purpose. Go fermented. Add sauerkraut to your lunch. Sip kombucha in the afternoon. Try kefir with breakfast. Let your gut meet old friends it never knew it missed. Skip the sugar. Refined sugar is like fertilizer for the wrong team. Ditch it gradually and feel the fog lift. Move often. Even a daily walk can boost microbial diversity. Your gut loves it when your feet move. Prioritize sleep. Your gut follows circadian rhythms. Let it rest and reset with you. Limit unnecessary antibiotics. They're life-saving when needed, but devastating when overused. Protect your inner peacekeepers. Bonus tip? Get dirty, literally. Garden, play outside, touch the earth. Friendly microbes live in the soil. Your immune system loves them. Here's something fascinating. Studies show that people living in rural environments or those who spend more time in nature tend to have more diverse and resilient gut flora. Exposure to soil microbes, animals, and even open air may help train the immune system and build microbial richness that urban lifestyles often lack. Another underrated tip: stress management. Chronic stress alters gut motility and hormone levels, which can shift the microbial composition. Deep breathing, meditation, and yoga don't just relax your mind, they nurture your gut too. Start small. One change, one meal, one new habit. Then build. Because transformation doesn't arrive in a single bite, it's baked in over time. Chapter 8. Final thoughts. What your gut is trying to tell you. Your gut has been whispering to you your whole life. Through bloating, energy crashes, cravings, anxiety, it's been sending messages. Not to punish you, to guide you. When we finally pause to listen, the message becomes clear. Nourish me, and I will carry you farther than you ever thought possible. Your gut isn't broken. It's just waiting to be understood, waiting for partnership. Emerging research even suggests gut health may influence how we age. Scientists are exploring links between a healthy microbiome and longer telomeres, the protective DNA caps that shorten with age. Supporting your gut might slow biological aging. And it goes beyond digestion. Gut imbalances are now being studied in connection to autoimmune diseases, skin issues like eczema, and metabolic conditions. That means your gut doesn't just care about what you eat. It may impact everything from your joints to your mood. So treat it like a trusted friend. Feed it what it truly needs. Move, rest, breathe, live in a way that says, I've got your back. Let's take everything we've explored and bring it home. Outro: a life well fed. You are the steward of a vast microbial universe, a silent orchestra playing in your belly, waiting for your cue. The choices you make today, what you eat, how you move, how you rest, compose the rhythm of your future vitality. Before we wrap up, here are a few life-shaping takeaways. Diversity is strength. A colorful, plant-rich diet gives your gut the tools it needs to thrive. Feed the builders, not the burglars. Whole foods nourish the good guys. Processed ones feed chaos. Fermented is your friend. Time-tested foods like yogurt and kimchi support harmony from within. Mood lives in your belly. Your emotional health begins in your gut. Progress, not perfection. Small shifts make lasting change. And remember, gut health is personal. Your microbial fingerprint is unique. What works for someone else may not be your perfect match. Listen to your body. Adjust. Grow. New research even shows that gut bacteria might influence your cravings. Certain microbes can literally signal your brain to want more sugar or more fiber, depending on what they're thriving on. So every food choice isn't just feeding you. It's deciding which microbes get a vote. Your gut is not just an organ. It's a wise companion. And when you learn to listen to it, life gets clearer, stronger, and richer. So feed it well. Love it daily. Respect it always. If this episode made you pause, think, or smile, subscribe to our channel, Living Well Daily. Let's grow together. Let's explore more secrets your body has been dying to tell you. Hit that subscribe button and stay close, because your next breakthrough might just be one video away. Until next time, be kind to your gut. It's already working overtime for you.